All I had to offer is words. Just words. We hold these truths to be self-evident. We have nothing to fear but fear itself. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Just words. I have a dream. Let me say it before any of you do. I am no Dr. King. I am no John Kennedy. I am no Franklin Roosevelt or Thomas Jefferson. But I do know that the right words, spoken from the heart with conviction, because of a vision of a thing beyond our reach and a faith in the unseen, can be a call to action.
I'm country music artist Corey Lee, and today I will tell you the story of Harry T. Young, whose American dream was shattered at the hands of special interest. Harry T. Young is a simple man. Now in his 80s, Harry has been a farmer his entire life. Harry once owned a 300-plus acre farm in Utica, Kentucky. It was passed down in his family for over 100 years and 3 generations. But Harry no longer works for that farm, nor was he able to pass it down to the generations and generations to come. That's because Harry's farm was unjustly foreclosed on by the USDA in 2005. And despite his greatest efforts to keep his family's land, Harry has fallen victim to what is nothing short of terroristic tactics performed by the United States Department of Agriculture. Harry's troubles first began in 1980 when Mr. Young applied for a loan through the USDA.
Well, the loan that I had taken out in 1980 was at that particular time, my brother had a contract with the airport, and I asked for a loan, an operating loan, for $80,000 to operate that year. And they canceled our contract with the airport. They said it was poor farming practices, which was that year was a drought year, and all farming practices were poor. But anyhow, they canceled our contract. And the check that come in for me to give to me for the $80,000 for the operating loan, they withheld that because I didn't have the land to farm. So they canceled that. But they said they give it to me, but they didn't do it. They canceled it.
The documents displayed on the screen is a loan denial by the USDA. However, 25 years later, this would become the basis that the USDA would use to illegally foreclose on the Young family farm.
The claim that they denied my Pigford application for the $50,000 that I put in for, that they had loaned me $80,000 in 1980 and 81.
Okay. We were privileged to see some of the documentations, as your life has progressed from 1980 to 2005, to where you had a coal contract and funds were allocated from an escrow account from some coal that you had sold, one approximately for the amount of $132,000 and another for the amount of $9,000 and some odd dollars to the USDA out of this escrow account from some coal that you have sold off your property.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so at that time, that should have more than covered the amount of money that allegedly that they loaned you, that we have the documentation that they denied the loan for.
Yeah.
Okay. As 1985 rolls around, the TVA, which is the Tennessee Valley Association, if I'm correct, it's a big electrical co-op throughout the southeast United States. And at the time, they were looking for a certified coal
black coal producer.
A certified black coal producer, and you were the only one in the United States.
United States.
Okay.
It was already certified, permitted, had all this coal under the permitted. $50,000 to $60,000 McEwen Engineering to do the permit, and my permit was granted, and they still would not let me. And I was certified in the 8A program, and they would not accept any bids that I had. I sent in numerous bids to TVA. Said they had $13 million set aside for opening up a black coal producer in the 8A program. I was already certified in the 8A program. I wasn't asking them for no money. Only thing I was asking them for was a sale, and put me in there as a certified coal producer. Was producing coal at this particular time off my farms, and asked him to do that, and they denied that. Peabody Coal Company had a contract with them for 15 years, which I think 5 million tons of coal a year for $28 a ton. I submitted the same analysis coal for $26 a ton on a 5-year basis. I had 100,000 tons a year. They would not accept my bid, but they accepted Peabody's. But they wouldn't accept mine, and mine was $2 cheaper for the same analysis coal, shipped on the barge line from here in Orangeburg, for the same thing that Peabody's coal was, and they wouldn't accept mine. But here's it's still going now, I guess.